I did a lot of reviews about these Pandora boxes and there are so many versions out there, as you already know. The Jungle of Pandora or the Pandora Jungle. We're just going to call this the Pandora Jungle nowadays. Right, so this is basically the more of the same, only they changed this little sticker. Yeah, yes, basically a sticker on acrylic plate. That's the only thing that it is. And I must say the layout, let me know in the comments, what do you think of this? The Street Fighter 5 with the character Oni on it. Well, I'm guessing it's Oni. So, alright, what are we going to get? We're having 6 buttons. So, for the people who don't know, we're having 8 button version, but if you just want to play on the Pandora box or the main board inside, 8 button is totally pointless. So, 6 buttons are more than enough. The joysticks are just the basic Chinese wiggle sticks, like I always like to call them. Very cheap, but okay, they do the trick. But don't compare this with real arcade stuff. We're having 2 buttons over here and 2 buttons over there. Here for the coin, it says basically on the stick, but... And we're having the pause. The pause button is for going back when you're playing a game. It's exactly what it says. It is a pause button, and when you're in the pause, you can go back to the main menu. Or the pause menu, you can go back in the main menu. Right, so the same wiggle sticks and the buttons. This is what you're going to get. We're having some spare buttons. To be honest, I have never replaced a button from this point on. I have a couple of these devices and played quite some time on it, but never replaced the button. But again, I am still think if you want to have the real arcade deal, you can always replace the buttons. But we're going to open it up and we're going to look at the back. What are we going to get? Alright, so let's take a close look at the back of the device. And I think if you compare it with all the Pandora boxes, they are more of the same. We're having the on and off switch over here. Some of them have these on the top. I personally prefer. And we're having the input for your power supply, HDMI out, VGA out, audio out, volume control. The setting button, I'm going to take a close look at it later in the video, so I can show you what you can swap out in the settings. And USB. Keep in mind, there are some Pandora boxes that use the USB for external storage if you want to add more games, but it's not possible with this one. It's just basically for connecting it with a PlayStation 3, for example, if you want to play or use this thing like an arcade stick. Alright, and as you can see over here, we're having the little sticker says Pandora Box 9, pretty weird if you ask me, because we have a lot of Pandora Box 9 official now. Let's see what are some differences. The fan itself, this is a fan I have never seen before, so I'm going to give you a small quick comparison. This is more like the basic fan they are using. This is a copper one, but the materials can be a little bit different between the Pandora boxes, but this model I have never seen it before. Right, so the big condensators over here are just new. I don't see that very often. Don't know why they are doing it now. Maybe it's a cheap way of producing it, or a cheap way of making this PCB board. And here we can find the SD card, and I can already tell you, spoiler alert, we cannot add games. If you stick it in your PC, nothing happens at all. So that's it. Alright, so let's talk about the casing itself, because there are quite some different versions out there nowadays. This is more like the deluxe edition. The reason why I'm saying this is because this has the metal button. There are even some versions with a plastic case. I can tell you don't want to have that. This gives more weight to the device, very stable on your table. And I really like it, and it gives this little quality feeling. 5-volt speaker, crystal rubbery feet, that gives a very good stability when you're putting it on the table. So in overall, I like this casing. It's very easy to open it up, and I'm going to show you now. Always hitting my freaking... Normally I would say it's more like magic, but no, it is not. You need a screwdriver. We're going to remove 3 of these screws. And when we're done with it, we can open it up. Yeah! And we're going to take a close look inside. How did they put it together? Did it very nice, or did they mess it up? And this is what I really like about these casings. You have a lot of different versions, slim versions, etc, etc. And all these have a really annoying way to open it up. It can be a little bit piggy, but that's what it is. Alright, let's take a close look at all the stuff, because this looks pretty cool. Just wanted to show you, and they did a very nice job with putting all the cables together. But if you just want to replace a button, it's so easy. Pull it out, replace the button, have this click mechanism, that's it. And the same is almost for the joystick. Unscrew it with 4 screws and you can just pull it out. Very easy, very convenient. And here we can see the 5-volt speaker. Ooh, magnet. And here we have this small LED strip But I think it's a little bit pointless because the sticker at the bottom is all black. That makes no sense. Alright, so this thing has exactly the same intro like the previous model. Alright, showing it again. Yes, we know, it's Pandora Box 9. And yes, people, it's 720p and no 1080p. So basically it's the same hardware like the previous models. No intro. And the first thing that I'm noticing, as you can see here, and if people have seen more of my videos, you can see the menu is totally different. It says here Pandora Box number 9, there is no new version out, or there's nothing, an indication that it's a new version. So if it comes to the list itself, it's more of the same. So the support is MAME or arcade. From this point on, I didn't see, let's say, a PlayStation game or other stuff. They say there are around 1500 games. Yep, exactly 1500 games. And what I also noticed is that everything is messed up. Alright, so first of all, there is no search function. For example, when you're pressing start on the second player, normally you're going to get a search function. I know let's say the Pandora Box number 9 first edition doesn't have this feature too. Only the 9S Plus, the 6 and a couple of other versions. So this is something that didn't even improve. There is no alphabetic order, so if you want to play a game or you want to know a certain game, you need to remember your number, otherwise you're never going to find your game again in this big pile of games. A lot of familiar games.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Oh, nice. Smooth frame rate, good sound. The reason I'm saying this, a lot of these fake boxes have problems. I must say it runs pretty smooth. No weird sound issues, because if you look at other Pandora boxes, some of these have these horrible sound issues. A lot of interference, etc, etc. So, not bad at all. No, you're not going to punch me in the face. Oh yeah, now I'm a macho man from the future. I just wanted to show you this, and as you can see, we're having the double game. So yeah, people, for the people who are asking, we have double games on this device. Let's play in Hack Edition of Metal Slug. That's strange. It even gives credits when pressing the start button. Okay.
Launcher.